welcome to Fix's Spacetime. In today's video we have an interview with Joe Barnard from BPS Space. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Can you tell everyone a bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Joe Barnard. I run a small little business called BPS.Space that launches lots of little model rockets. We're scaling up a little bit, but just about me. I love rockets and I build them all day.
Okay. What got you into model rocket launching?
I got into launching model rockets when I was a kid with my dad, but I didn't get really interested in it until around 2015, when I wanted to get into the aerospace industry, but didn't have a degree in anything that would help me get there. And so instead of going back to school, I started a project to build all these model rockets to sort of get my, get a bunch of knowledge by learning by experimentation instead of going back to school. So that's what really got me into it.
Okay. Is everything you know today self-taught, or did you go somewhere to learn it all?
It's mostly self-taught. I do also I've made a lot of friends in the space industry, or just friends who are really smart, who have helped me along the way. So a lot of it is self-taught looking online, but a good amount of it is also, people who want to see me succeed saying, hey, you should try this thing. So it's a little bit of everything, but I never took any formal classes. Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me a bit about BPS Space? What it is, what it does?
Sure. It's a little confusing because we do a bunch of different things at this point, but BPS is, I guess, mostly a YouTube channel where we talk about different types of model rockets, real space things, and then we look at the data that I captured through tests. So there are a couple of different rockets that I am launching right now, or sort of in the process of building and iterating on. But the other thing that we do is we develop components to sell, as a business, to help people get into more advanced concepts in model rocketry. So one of the things that my rockets do that's a little bit different is called thrust vector control. And it's where the bottom, the engine at the bottom gimbals, it moves around to keep the rocket stable. So we sell a kit for that. We're looking to sell a few other things, but there's basically two sides. There's the YouTube side, and then there's the sort of commercial business side.
Okay. What did you create BPS Space to achieve?
I wanted to, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Was there a certain goal you wanted to reach with it?
Yeah. So I wanted to get a job in aerospace because I didn't have a degree that was related. I knew that I couldn't just show up at a company like SpaceX or Blue Origin or somewhere at NASA and say, hey, could I have a job? I don't think I would be taken seriously without a degree that showed that I could do those things. And so I created BPS to as a resume, pretty much, as a way to say, hey, I can teach myself these things. And it's actually worked. I haven't taken a job anywhere else yet, but I have met a lot of people who said, if you ever need a job, let me know, and we'll set up an interview. So it has worked.
Okay. Where do you see BPS Space in, say, 30 years?
Oh boy. 30 years is a long time. Let's think. I don't know that BPS will be around in 30 years. And if it is, I guess I'm not totally sure what it will look like. I know where I want things to be in 5 or 10 years. But in 30 years, gosh, I wish I had a better answer for you. I think my goal is just, I'm having a lot of fun doing what I'm doing right now. I don't think it'll last forever, but I'm gonna see how far I can take it. So maybe that's, maybe we end up getting stuff to space. Maybe we end up building some really big projects, and then maybe not. We'll see.
Okay. Would you ever make it into a much bigger company like Blue Origin or SpaceX, or are you going to keep it small?
That would be fun. Well, that would be a lot of work. I don't know. Maybe. I think my goal is that I have to still enjoy doing it. And running a business that large is, I mean, you have to really, I wish I had a better answer for this too. You have to really enjoy doing it to go through the hard stuff that it takes to build a business like that. And I do enjoy what I'm doing right now. So as long as I get to still do my job, similar to the way I do it now, or in a way that brings me happiness. This is a esoteric answer, but basically, maybe it might be interesting. It's definitely not a clear end goal for me, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. If you could fly anything in space, anything at all, what would you fly? Can't be you though.
It can't be me. Okay. I guess I feel like I would fly one of my little electronic boards, one of my little PCBs. I think that would be pretty cool. And that would allow me to record some data on the way up and down. But gosh, short of that, I might send a glass of carbonated milk. That seems to be a thing that people really like that I did. So that would be kind of fun. Yeah, one of those.
Okay. What's your plans for the future regarding BPS Space and yourself? Will you go and work somewhere else? Will you carry on doing what you do now?
Sure, yeah. I love what I'm doing right now. I'm having a ton of fun, and I don't think it will last forever, but I'm having a ton of fun doing it. And so my plans right now are to continue and keep scaling up until at some point something breaks, and maybe at that point it gets too expensive, or maybe people lose interest or something like that. But the future plans are just to continue scaling up until something stops working. And if that happens, I think I'd have a lot of fun working at a really tiny aerospace company. There are a couple that I have in mind, but a small company lets you have lots of control, and it would probably feel similar to what I'm doing right now. So that would be my plan, I think.
Okay. That's all the questions I've got for you today. Thank you so much for coming on here for the interview.
Thanks a bunch, Felix. I really appreciate it.
Cool. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You as well.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.